Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is PGFH, and I am back for a series of games this time. We're going to cover them all in one video because they're all pretty simplistic, but they're classics. We are looking at the arcade classics here on Steam. I saw these on a sale as I'm recording this not very long ago for I think three of them were like a buck 50, and then the last one was maybe another 99 cents. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Why not? These games have been released countless number of times in various iterations: console, PC, probably mobile. I think I just saw. Basically, these fall under like the Namco classics. You have like your Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Ms. Pac-Man, and Galaga. All classic arcade games, all ones that I really remember liking quite well, and I just haven't played them in a long time. So, a lot of us older folk, shall we say, grew up with playing a lot of these games. I remember Pac-Man in the arcades. I remember Ms. Pac-Man. I actually remember a game called Baby Pac-Man, which was this cool arcade-only game that I only saw one time, well, several times, but not actually in an arcade. It was actually one of our friends, family friends when I was growing up. They owned it. They had Baby Pac-Man, and it was this really cool, it was like Pac-Man on the top, or a variant of it, and then you could go down these chutes, and on the bottom, then it would switch to this pinball, a short pinball table where you could, of course, play pinball, and you would try to get power-ups and things that would feed back into the actual Pac-Man portion of the game. And I loved it, but I was terrible at it. I loved it, but it was just, I was bad. It was actually kind of hard, too. So let's just jump right in here. We're going to go into alphabetical order. We got 4 of these. And interestingly, they don't seem to have like a front end for them. You just launch each one individually through Steam itself. So we're just going to do that. Bandai Namco. Your classic little intro here. So we're just going to go hit A. We have Dig Dug, and there's really not much to it. Dive right in. Got our little border and our kind of a smallish, all these are like vertical oriented arcade cabinets. I'm using the Xbox One controller, which I can use the D-pad or the analog stick. We're going to try maybe a little bit of both. We'll see what happens. So the whole point of this is you got these little critters here. We're going to pump them up with our little air thingy here, and we're going to shoot that guy. Come here, buddy. You're going to come to me, right? Actually, here, okay, you... So, yep, come to me. Oh, you bastard, come here. No, 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 no. Okay, hold on. Oh, you're gonna beat me up there. Yeah, I got you before you escaped. Haha. So basically, you're just trying to kill all the little creatures here as they start out in their little things, but then they wander. They wander out, and when you hit the last one, they will flee for the top. They'll flee for their lives, and you want to try to catch them before said little critters get you, or before they escape. Oh, I hit A. That should not have happened at all. Come here, Punko. And the music only plays. I always thought the neat thing was that the music was catchy. What? Oh, I got hit by the thing. Oh my god, I'm doing terrible. But the thing with these is, oh god. Man, this guy's aggressive. But the music only plays when you move, so it kind of just does that siren thing. Except for when I move, then you hear that, really catchy, like, I don't even know if we call it 8-bit, but the way the music is, hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you want some too? Okay. Yeah, come to Papa. Here we go. We'll Okay, that guy's gonna come up top. We're gonna wait for him. And I think the lower down you get them, the more points you get. Now also you see the rocks. If I walk underneath them, like watch this. I'll try to do it here. Yeah, crush them, haha. Oh no! Man, they both surrounded me. I didn't have a way to go. Let's try one more time. Let's play one more game of Dig Dug. I enjoy this game. I used to be really good at it. I could, after you get maybe, what, 5, 6 levels in, the level actually, the dirt changes color. Okay, we got that guy. No! Okay, come here. Bucko, hey. Okay, we got you. We got you. You're gonna make a beeline. And I ain't having it. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, no deaths for level 1. Let's go get the guy on the left first. And then I think... See, you almost want... Uh-oh. You almost want to get the ones up top, because if they... Here, let's do this. Oh, you got away, you bug. Oh, you did get him. Okay. I was going to say, you moved out of the way. Okay, we got a couple guys coming. Come here. Come here. Really? I was blowing you up. I was mashing A as fast as I could. That was kind of weak, not going to lie. This is just catchy. Okay, now I got to hoof it for up here. Got him. Okay, level 3. Let's go get the guy on the right here. Get that guy. Got that guy. Now I'm going to go up here so when he follows the thing here, he won't run right smack into me. Okay, that guy's... See, they can go through the dirt where I can't. I actually have to dig it. Hence, ye termed... Oh, you're going to get away. Dag nabbit, I wasn't paying attention over there. I was actually watching this other critter. Okay, so... Get that guy. And that guy. Okay, you're going to do your thing. Come here. Oh, actually, I probably shouldn't have done it that way. Here, let's do this. Okay. Oh, God. Come here. Uh-oh. There we go. That level went better. Okay, yeah, so here we got our first level change, or scenery change. This means we're going to get faster enemies. They're going to be a little more aggressive on their attacks. So once they fall into some of the dugout areas, then they pretty much follow it. So like, oh, would you get your carcass? Oh, God. Yeah, there we go. One after another, just paying attention to that. Okay, let's go down. So that guy, actually, that guy, okay, that guy's he's gonna come. Uh-oh, no, they're both left and right, and they shot me. I was in trouble. Okay, let's see if I can kill this guy on the right here. Okay, kill him. Oh, he's still... I thought I got him. Shit. Well, that was a dumb death. I thought I killed him. Well, there's Dig Dug. Yay, I got a high score. Alrighty, 10,640 points. Yay me. Okay, pause menu. Let's see what else can we do. I didn't even go in here. So settings, reset game, save and quit, how to play, return to top. Okay, return to top menu, quit game. Actually, let's return to top menu. Yes. Okay. Yeah, can I not, I was thinking maybe that it would recognize and then I could switch other games. All right, so let's do, that was Dig Dug. Let's go open the next one. Now this one. Now this is the arcade version, not the NES version, which I think the arcade version was actually a lot harder because they shot a lot more missiles down at you, and I think they were just faster. We're looking at Galaga. Classic shooter. You had Galaxian first, which was a lot more simplistic, you know, kind of a build off of Space Invaders, and then you went to Galaga. Now, my dad, like, he doesn't like video games for the most part. Occasionally he'll try them. He'll try one, but I mean, he's not into any of the modern stuff, really. He's messed around with a few simple iPad games, but, like, the one game he loved back when we had the NES was he loved Galaga. And he was pretty good at it, too. He liked... You know, he liked games when they were like in the Atari 2600 days, you know, especially a lot of the score-based things, you know, especially the space shooters. It could have been, you know, Galaga, Galaxian, Asteroids kind of, Space Invaders. He liked those. What was the one? Not Xevious, because that was the one where you went up at that weird kind of isometric angle. Oh, what the hell was it? It was a vertically scrolling shooter. I can hear the dang music. You started out like over grass, and you shot and you could bomb things. Not, you know, it wasn't Tiger Heli or anything like that, but you kept going up there, and then like you'd get to this part where you're flying over water, and there were these you had to dodge these walls that were coming down, like these little floating, you know, they're just little square wall things. It wasn't Xevious, maybe it was? Oh no, you know what, I think it was Xevious, because actually I'm thinking of Zaxxon was the diagonal. It was Xevious. But yeah, he liked those games. So let's try some Galaga and see how badly I suck. Because I guarantee you, I am gonna suck. Now, interestingly, like the thing that made this cool is that you had this kind of a sacrifice mechanic. Once all the guys came out on the play field, you know, they go in their little patterns, they go in their little loops, but you see the guys in the very top row, if I don't kill them all. You only got one up top. Let's see if he does it. So, if he comes down... Oh, no, I didn't kill him. What you can do... no, he's not going to have to wait till level 2. Alright. But the guys across the top, if I don't kill them, what they will do is they'll sometimes come down and they'll... Oh, shoot. They'll put a tractor beam down. And then you will... You can go in. You can choose to go into it by sacrificing one of your ships. Of course, you got to make sure you have a life to do it after you get sucked up, because if you do it on your last life, it's just game over. But then you can try to shoot your other ship. Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit, man. Well, I was gonna try. I was gonna try to get sucked up. Let me see if... Well, no, I can't now because I'm on my last life. No, I'm not gonna go in there. I'll have to try to play a game again. I'm kind of warming up here, so we'll hopefully get to the bonus round. You get 2 levels, and then it's a bonus round, and then... There we go. But if you can get the thing to suck up your ship and get it back, then you get 2 ships side by side. And this is almost impossible to get. You almost need... Oh yeah, this bonus round is going to be garbage. I don't know if you can get a full bonus round without 2 ships. Oh, that one I could have gotten. I misfired on that. So on the NES version, yeah, okay, so it would tell you like hits, and it would tell you what your accuracy was too, like what your... Or no, that was at the end, I think. It would tell you... Oh, jeebus! That was close. Yeah, you and your damn missile bombs, whatever. Yeah, okay. Yep, game over. Let's try one more time, because I want to see if I can show you the... Okay, so here's your... let's see. Shots fired. Bunch of those. Oh, okay, and then it went away. Okay, well, try it again. And yeah, my dad was, he was actually, this is the one game he was really better at than I was. Like, I got fairly okay, but my dad could more consistently beat me on this game. So I will hand it to my dad on that one. You know, he, like I said, he was not into games typically. I'm trying not to be crazy with my firing. Gudge! I want to get one of these guys. Float your ass down here and suck me up so I can try to... These other guys just don't want to come down, okay? Okay, here we go. Unbelievable. Get sandwiched right by. I'm going to try to wait for that other guy to come down. You know, this is getting embarrassing. Right when he comes down and then I die. You know what? I'm just going to kill myself. Come here. Kill me. Alright. Third time's a charm. Even if I... So I will try this one more time. I told you I'm rusty. Like I said, I'm used to all these newfangled games, you know? Whoops. I'm not doing very well, am I? But yeah, I mean, these are classics. I mean... We played this a lot going up. I played it once or twice in the arcades, but this was one of the few NES games that we had. And my mom played it, and my dad played it. This was my dad's game, man. He said he wasn't into the, you know, Mario and stuff. Like, he's like... I remember a lot of the games, you know, as they got to the point where they didn't do scores so much anymore. You know, they were like, beat the game, do the story thing. My dad's like, well, these games suck. You can't... I think it was like Super Mario Brothers 2. There we go. About bloody time. But, like, I remember that didn't... I don't think that had a score. And so he would just be like, well, that's stupid. Yep, okay, yep. Give me my duels. Oh no, did I shoot my ship? Yeah, so you can accidentally shoot your ship instead of the guy holding it, which is what I think I just did. And I'm just going to shoot you because I don't think... That is a real bummer. Well, I mean, that is the premise of Galaga. I mean, I could... You saw it get sucked up. You saw the thing up there. I mean, I would love to show you the dual ships. Like I said, I used to do this all the time on the NES. And for whatever reason, I am just stinking up the place here. This is, frankly, embarrassing, really. I'm doing so bad. Let me just quit talking here and just play. God damn me! I can still try, because I still have one life left. Almost get by the bomb again. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm on my last life, but we're going to try to hit it properly this time. I want to show you the dual ships. Okay, so I got one life. Don't hit the ship. Yeah, there we go. Now it's on. Eat it, ship. Or eat it, alien. Now you gotta watch your bombs, of course, but you can just... Oh, no! I lost one of my ships already. I was gonna say you can just unleash. And if you do it right... Yeah, this is way faster than the NES. I don't know if it's just... the game's speed is faster, or if maybe the arcade version just had a better frame rate, but I remember the NES version being a bit slower. Well, that, okay, I at least showed you the mechanic. Sucking aside, you did see it. So that is Galaga. Let's move on to our third featured presentation here. And we're going to leave the original for last, but... we are first going to look at Ms. Pac-Man. Now, I actually kind of like Ms. Pac-Man a little better, simply because I like the mazes, and, you know, they changed. Pac-Man, the maze was the maze, but, like, once you beat the first, 2 or 3 levels, the mazes would periodically switch, and I don't remember the layouts of these at all. So, again, I am going to be effing terrible. We're just going to go down. Hey, Ghosty, how you doing? We're going to go up here. Munchy, munchy. Okay, we're going to try to... Oh, no, we're boned. I got sandwiched. Okay, let's go to the left, because we're going to kill more dots this way. We're going to get the bottom here. We're going to... well, let's just... I should be able to... Okay, kill the ghosties. Uh-oh, where are you going to go? Okay, I'm going to sneak by. Ah, damn it! No, not again. Oh, I used to be good at these games, I swear, you guys. Like I said, I don't play... Oh, I think my phone is ringing. Well, tough. Okay, we beat the first level. Yeah, phone's ringing, I'll get it after the video. Okay, so let's just... I like to try to get at least some of the maze before I get the power pellets, just because... Ah! Blarg. Okay. Okay, we're warmed up a little bit. Let's try one more game. I'd like to at least try to get to the bonus round and see whatever the little Pac-Man chasey animation is, like they do sometimes. Okay, you're going to run away. We're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. We're going to go yoink. We're going to... Alright, I was going to say, come here, you bastard, but... Okay. I want to get... Come here, buddy. Chomp, chomp. There we go. Ooh, got that guy just as he was about to turn. Oh, you came up the wrong way. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, we should be able to beat this level. Oh, God, barring something really stupid happening, of course. Alright. Level 1 down. Level 2. And I used to have a pattern that I used to do. Hell if I remember what it is. Try a little bit of a different thing this time. Hey bud, how you doing? Oh, you're supposed to go up. Good. No, that's not good. That's not what was supposed to happen. Okay, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna circle down. We're gonna go to the left. We're gonna eat our power pellet. We've got one more. We're gonna circle around. Gonna hope like hell. There we go. We got to at least our bonus level, I think. Yeah. There we go. Make them crash into each other. Oh yeah, see? So now it's a totally different maze. This is what I liked about Ms. Pac-Man. Okay, you're going to come at me that way. Jesus Christ's sake. God, they're fast. And that's game over. Well, you know what? I did 2 games. I got my... I'm kind of giving myself personal objectives. So I had... In Dig Dug, we got at least to the first level change. Or background change. I finally showed you the power-up in Galaga. And we got to the bonus round of Ms. Pac-Man. So, we'll call that a win. And we'll enter our final arcade classic. Aside from the Super Mario Brothers theme, I think even Pac-Man, it's really tough to say, but I think that might be, like, if not the most iconic video game theme / sound / music thingy ever. The only other thing that I could maybe see coming close other than Mario, maybe Zelda, but the only other thing I could maybe see coming close is the bastardized Atari 26 version where it's like, you had that and then every time a movie or a TV show, they would have, anytime that video games were involved, they would do the stupid Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man sound effects, and you'd always hear that do 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 do. You know, the whole kind of yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had, just like everybody who had an Atari 2600 had Atari 2600 Pac-Man. However, I mean, and I played it, and I was good at it. I actually quit playing it after a while. Like, I would get far enough where you'd earn extra lives, and I kind of would just get bored and kind of die because I would just wrap the score around. Because once you had a pattern down, you could pretty much... no! I was trying to get over that power pellet. I wasn't sure which direction they were going to go. One thing I will say is, like, all these games, you know, maybe not Dig Dug quite as much, but all these games, like, the contrasts on them are really good. So... No! Okay, come here. I don't know if I'm going to get to the bonus on this one. I'm going to try. Kill that guy. Oh, no. Come here, you stupid power pellet. Or you little dot. I'm boned. Things are not looking good, are they? Yeah, it just shows my prehistoric arcade game skills are very, very rusty. Okay, we got that. But we have 1 life to beat level 2 in order to get to the bonus level. Can I do it? I don't have a clue. The best I can do is say I will try. Maybe I'll come back down, kill that guy, and then... Uh-oh. He's chasing me. He's coming. Yeah, you're toast. Come here, you. Okay. Let me get... I know I skipped some, but I want to get this pellet. Hi, how you doing? Can I get... Ooh. I ate 3 ghosts. Shoot! No, so close. Alright, one more time. Second time's the charm, maybe. And I know there's like literally a path, like, you know, you watch some of those classic video game documentaries, and I know there's a set pattern that you can do. I haven't looked it up because it's, you know, for me it's just fun to play, you know, like, yeah, you can min-max these things, but it's just fun to kind of, you know, to try to play them, you know. Okay, let's go like this. Like that. No, let's go get it. Kill it. Uh-oh. Okay, go. No. And we go down. Okay, that works. A little sloppy, but we got there in the end. And I like to not get the pellets right away. You know, I like to at least kind of get some of the... Oh, that could have been a fatal mistake. Okay, we're going to sneak over onto this side, because we got some ghosts hot on our tail. And we're going to go this way. We're going to go that way. Ooh, you know, let's get this... Oh! Okay, well, I got the fruit, but I got a face full of ghost, too. So, let's go down here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's bad. That's really bad. I'm not getting go. Shit, yeah, that's all kinds of bad. Okay. Eat him. Okay, I'm gonna get this just for safety's sake. Eat that guy. And boom. Mission succeeded. I always like this. Catchy. I want that as a ringtone. That'd be a good ringtone, wouldn't it? Oh, he's going to come up again. All right. So let's circle around. We'll just see how far we get. Oh, yeah, they don't, and the other thing with the power pelts, they do not last near as long. The longer you go, so you get. Oh, Jesus! You get faster. They get faster. Power-ups don't last as long. Okay, we got one more corner. Let's beeline for the power-up because I hope. Oh, you came down. And that's all she wrote. But I got almost to the 4th level. I did get to the bonus level, so there is that. So, like I said, a lot of these Namco collections in the past have had, you know, there were different variations. A lot of them had Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galaxian, Galaga. The ones we were missing are Galaxian and Pole Position, actually. That's an iconic game that I remember seeing everywhere in arcades. You know, I just remember hearing the music, and always you would hear, prepare to qualify. And I just thought it was so cool back in the day. Like, you had it was like early 3D racing, and you had speech. You know, it was really low fidelity when you go back and listen to it, but it was just like, oh, cool. It's like 3D, and like the game talks, and yeah. So, anywho, I just thought I would go back. You know, we've looked at some Atari stuff. We've looked at some Sega classics in the past. But yeah, since I picked these up, I thought let's go back and look at some really classic arcade games. And they are, yeah, they're simple, they're straightforward, but they're still challenging. And they're still fun to play, 35 years later? God, I'm old. On that note, we'll wrap it up here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. And follow me on the Steam group. Join the Illegally Cited Steam group. And check out the curator list that I've done so far. I've got a couple of discussions started, should anyone want to reply to those, the topics, and get some discussions going. Yeah, the channel's still growing, and love to see that. And I also want to mention that, not only has the subscriptions and views been going up, but people have been leaving some, really nice comments. They're like, oh, cool, you're back, or, this type of thing is back, asking some good questions, and, just really kind of really nice comments and stuff like that. So, thanks. I definitely appreciate it. And, yeah, so we'll wrap it up here, and hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, I will talk to you guys again later.